Hello everyone, welcome to the market outlook this week. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Financial Services, and after a positive close last week on Friday, this Monday morning, a new beginning for the week. We did see a little bit of lower opening, but as I speak to you, the markets have recovered from the lows and are trading in green. And just to familiarize you with the levels on the market, Sensex 58,100, up about 185 points. Nifty up 45 points at 17,230. Nifty Bank 37,700, up about 400 odd points. And the rupee dollar equation along with the crude oil, the rupee is weak, 82.40 rupees to a dollar, and there has been an uptick on the crude oil basket. Brent is at $92.40 per barrel, and NYMEX is at about $86.20 per barrel. So there has been an uptick, and there has been a lot of to and fro comments flying around with the OPEC-led Saudi Arabia, and of course from the President of United States of America, Mr. Biden, on the likely output of 20 lakh barrels per day from beginning November. Again, it's a very difficult situation. I think it is time that the world economies realize that if OPEC plus nations have to cut crude oil production, and on the flip side, if they are not going to allow Russia, Iran and Venezuela crude oil to come into the market, I think that might create a little bit of very difficult situation. Not to forget, of course, we'll have winter coming in, and there is going to be upward demand for crude oil or furnace oil if the winter has to take a very severe kind of a winter. So remains to be seen. On the global front, news flows are not really supportive with respect to economy as well as geopolitical situation. The recently concluded CPC meet in China, the president of China has mentioned his firm stance as far as Taiwan is concerned, and some statements which has actually not gone down well with the rest of the world. So remains to be seen what happens over there. As far as the domestic or local data points are concerned, I think the Q2 season, whatever we've seen up until now, there has been no big negative. That's a huge positive. And a likely possibility that as we enter the new normal and go forward with the earnings, there is a possibility of improvement as far as the quarterly earnings are concerned. I'm talking about the third and the fourth quarter. This has been the beginning. There are many more numbers to see, but whatever we've seen up until now, I think there is no negative. Barring one of companies like Wipro and IT, there was a little bit of downward numbers, but that's expected. On the market front, time and again over the last couple of weeks that I have been interacting with you all, we have maintained our view of 17,000, 17,300 on the Nifty spot to be the lower level support. That's where exactly we have been closer to those levels in the morning and then recovered. Even last week, we marginally went down below that 17,000 level and recovered. And on the higher side, 17,500, 17,800, these are the immediate resistance levels. So if you are a short to medium term trader, keep your eyes on these levels and do your trades accordingly. But if you're a long term investor, as we always advise, then there are plenty of opportunities in terms of investment ideas. And like every time that we interact with you, we give you two investment ideas. Today as well, we have two investment ideas. First one is from maybe mid or small private sector bank which came out with numbers last week, and a very strong set of numbers. And this bank, in fact, we've been positive for a very, very long time. It is a South India-based bank called Federal Bank. And not only for this quarter, friends, even for the first quarter, there was tremendous amount of positivities as far as numbers were concerned. And I was just listening into the commentary from the management of Federal Bank, they look very confident of delivering even much better numbers as we go forward from here on. So either at current levels or on dips, you can start accumulating Federal Bank from a long-term perspective. And the second one is from an alternative clean and green fuel sector or gas sector, you may call it. That is GSPL, Gujarat State Petronet Limited. As demand for cleaner environment grows, as government's commitment towards zero carbon uh, moves forward, my sense is, and of course, as the as Minister Nitin Gadkari has mentioned, uh, his efforts towards shifting towards clean and green fuel and reducing the fossil fuels like petrol and diesel. I think our sense is at Geojit that the companies like Gujarat State Petronet Limited will possibly have tremendous traction in terms of uh, uh, top line numbers going up because of consumption demand, and then that translating into onto the profitability. And not to forget, we have seen upward revision for natural gas in global market and in our market as well. Companies have increased the price, and in fact, the government has given certain subsidy to oil marketing companies to set off the losses for the gas distribution or gas retailing business.